Hello, and welcome back. So, a couple of hours ago, I was thinking about a conversation that I had, and it was a conversation with one of my very successful friends. He makes a lot of money online. He lives in Miami, the whole shebang. And he was telling me like, you got to come out here. There's no broke people here. Like you're gonna be surrounded by millionaires, and you're just gonna feel so motivated to work harder. I told him I was like, I can't afford to live in Miami right now. Two, I'm already really motivated to work as hard as I can and really make the most of myself and really do the best I can. And he was like, no man, like it's different. Like when all your friends are millionaires, like you're just destined to be a millionaire. You know what? It brought up a couple points that I wanted to talk about. One being, does discipline matter more than an environment? And two, does everyone in your life serve a purpose? And I think there's nuance to both questions, but I would say that an environment does matter, but so does discipline. And I would say everybody in your life serves a purpose. And whether that's good or bad, they all serve a purpose. So let's start with question number one is, does environment matter more than discipline? And I would say the two go hand in hand. You know, yes, you could be in a shitty environment and want to do shitty things because you're in a shitty environment. But you could also be in a good environment and still do shitty things and do things that distract you and give in to your distractions and, veer off path of success. So I think at the end of the day, the two, discipline and environment, both have to be working inter, inter interchangeably. Um, I think you have to be in a good enough environment. And let me elaborate on that. I do think that if you are surrounded by gang members in every aspect of your life, all your friends are gang members, both your parents, you're the love child of two gang members, and all you know your whole life is gang members, I think, and you live in a gang-ridden city, I think, truthfully, you're bound to be a gang member yourself. But what about the people that are in poor communities just because that's the way the cookie crumbled, but they're born to really good parents? I mean, yeah, they obviously know that their family, I think their city is riddled with gangs, but they're not so inclined to be gang members just because they live in that area. You know? So now it's up to them to have the discipline in order to get through life the noble way and be upstanding citizens and work hard and get ahead in life, opposed to, go out and be in a gang. And I think for the alternate, the same thing applies. You could be really rich and only know richness, but if you don't have the discipline to continue the legacy of being rich and building wealth, you're more likely than not going to succumb to the same fate that many before you have, where they give in to their temptations because all they know is being rich, that they think that the only outcome in life is to be rich, regardless of what they do. And then they gamble, they lust, and they just end up blowing all their money that they were given to, you know, just end up being broke. And they have nothing to show for the work that their family did for generations before them. And so I think in that aspect, discipline matters equally to environment. So now this begs the question, do you have to surround yourself with people who are like-minded and have similar goals to you? Yes and no. I have friends that make 50K a month and work from home and have all their money on a laptop and they make internet money. I also have friends that will never see that much money in their life. I have friends who are straight and narrow. All they do is go to the gym, eat healthy. They won't eat any food dyes or seed oils. And I have friends that smoke weed, and dude, like they're all my friends. I mean, I don't have many friends. I have a few friends, and then even fewer close friends that are best friends. So my circle is still small, but it's diverse. And in hustle culture, you hear all day, like, if you're still friends with people that smoke weed, like, what are you doing? Like, you're bound to be a failure. That's not true. Now, granted, I wouldn't take money advice from my friend who's living on his mom's couch and smokes pot all day, but I also wouldn't go out with my friend who makes $50K a month doing marketing sales and ask him to chill and just hang out. Everybody serves their purpose. If I need a laugh, I'm going with my boy who just smokes weed and he's funny as hell, and we're gonna chill. I'm not gonna smoke because I don't smoke, but we're gonna chill and I'm gonna have a good time and I'm gonna feel relaxed when I leave. But if I need motivation and I need someone to help me come up with ideas for videos or people to talk to prospecting for financial advising, obviously I'm gonna go with the guy that's more money focused, more money driven, because he's gonna have the ideas to help me deal with that problem. And I think this goes even past people that you're friends with. Like, it's really easy to sit here and say, oh man, I hate my ex. Like, she really did me wrong. Like, I would be better off not knowing her. But is that really the case? I've had a couple bad experiences with women, and I'm honestly thankful for it. Because now when I go out and I'm talking to girls, or honestly right now I'm talking to a girl and she's absolutely great, and I now know the kind of woman that I'm looking for. And this woman hits all the marks. Like, she's smart, she's got a good family, she's a good relationship with her family, she knows that she's blessed with opportunity, she's motivated, like, she's all the things I'm looking for. And I only know to look for those things now because I've experienced what I don't want. It's really kind of hard. It's like when you're a kid. It's like, oh, I don't want to eat broccoli. I hate broccoli. Broccoli's gross. And you've never had broccoli before in your life. You just don't like it because you don't like the way it looks. But then you grow up a little bit and you're like, then you start to crave food you crave vegetables. Like, you crave healthy food because you just know it's better. You feel better because you've already experienced what life is like when you don't eat good food and you eat processed foods or fast food and stuff like that. Like, you know that doesn't make you feel good. So now you look for alternatives that are healthy because they make you feel good. It's the same thing in your social life. When you're young, you don't necessarily know the kind of friends you want to surround yourself with. Like, in elementary school, there was cliques. And it wasn't until you grew up and you realize, like, hey, like, these people I've been friends with my whole life, like, I don't really like being around them. They don't really make me feel good. Like, when we were little, we were cool. We all had, similar interests. But as we grew up, they want to go party and get with as many girls as they possibly can. And that just doesn't do it for me. That's not where I get my satisfaction from. So you break off, and now you know what the kind of people you want to be around. So I don't believe that even bad experiences with people aren't worth having. Let me say something that's a little bit of a hot take. I think that this is the reason why online dating is so terrible. And it's not because it's so easy, and it's so easy to be like, oh, like, no, because she's ugly, which you could be a good person, But, like, not only is it easy to just go for the top 1% of girls, now you have a chance to, first of all, and second of all, if you get rejected, like, you have no idea. Like, it doesn't even matter. You know what I mean? So you're just gonna try to go with the hottest girl you can find on Tinder or Hinge, and where's that gonna lead you? It's gonna lead you to a girl with no ambition because she's on a dating app and she's just trying to rack up bodies in her college town. So it's just gonna lead you, and you need to have that experience. I feel like every man, and probably women too. Like, I don't know, I'm not a woman, but I feel like everybody has to have this. Excuse me, this experience where they get with the hottest person they can, and they just find out that it's like talking to a brick. Like, yes, I won't sit here and say that looks don't matter. Looks absolutely matter. You have to be attracted to the person you're talking to, but eventually it takes a little bit of a little bit of maturing to realize that they don't matter as much as you think, because a 10 out of 10 with a 1 out of 10 personality is, oh God, the worst experience of your life. Like, there is no worse feeling than having an education or ambition gap with the person you're dating. Like, oh my God, bottom 5 experience. Like, if you're talking with a girl and she's just a bimbo, or you're talking about a dude and he's a himbo, like, and they're just stupid, like, just plain stupid, but they're hot. Like, dude, doesn't matter how hot they are. If you can't talk to them and connect with them on an interpersonal level, it's not even worth it. It's terrible. It's not fun. It feels like shit. And you just, like, spend all your time trying to justify being with them, and in reality, there's no justifying it. It's terrible. It's actually horrible. So that's my monologue for today. I really don't have much, but I do enjoy talking about this. This is something I think about a lot because I hear it so often. Like, oh my God, I wish I never met this person, or maybe if I lived in Miami, I would make more money because I have to. And I think both statements are equally wrong, you know? I feel like your environment is important, but if you don't have the discipline to do the work anyway, it doesn't matter who you surround yourself with. And at the end of the day, everybody serves a purpose. One way or another, you can benefit from being around anybody, or you can disbenefit. Actually, no, you can only really benefit. There's no losses, only learned experiences. Oh, that was tough. That was a tough final remark.